So the domestic sewage and industrial effluents are the main reasons for the pollution of water. So as we work with water in our homes, in the cities and towns, we wash everything into drains. Okay. In cities and towns, we have got a different drainage system. So whatever the use, waste, waste water that we are using, whatever the water that we are using in our household purpose, all that water will come and join the drain as a sewage water. And this sewage water, have you ever wondered where the sewage that comes out of our houses go? That means this sewage, whatever the waste that is generated in the household, they are released into the nearby water bodies. Is the sewage treated before being transported to the nearest river and mixed with it? No, not exactly. Okay, that is only only a small quantity of sewage water that is generated in a household are only treated. Most of the water is directly released into the nearby water bodies. So we can see here a mere 0.1% impurities make domestic sewage unfit for human use. That means even 0.1% of impurities are added to the water. Okay, if you add 0.1% impurities to the sewage water, it makes the water unconsumption. That means we can't make use such water for drinking purpose. So when you are adding this sewage water directly to the nearby water bodies, it is making the water unfit for human use. Okay, that is. And next, in your lower class, you might have studied about the sewage treatment. Okay, you have read about the sewage treatment plants. Okay, that is in our class also. It is there in the chapter 10. While we discuss about microbes in human welfare, at that time we'll discuss in detail how sewage water is treated. That means whatever the wastewater that is obtained from the household purpose, it is treated. That means it is treated physically and biologically, and finally, some of the impurities are removed, and this later the water is discharged into the nearby water bodies. Okay, that is, solids are relatively easy to remove. That means in the sewage water, any solid waste materials are present that can be removed easily by physical treatment. And what is the most difficult is to remove the dissolved salts such as nitrates, phosphates, and other nutrients, and the toxic metal ions and organic compounds. So if any solid waste are present, that can be removed easily. But what is the problem means? It is the problem with some chemicals which are dissolved within that wastewater. Okay, the salts, some of the mineral, some of the salts like nitrates, phosphates, and other nutrients, and some toxic metals and organic compounds, all these need to be removed. So how they can be removed? So domestic sewage primarily contains biodegradable organic matter which readily decomposes. Okay, that is, when you observe this organic waste, that organic waste can be easily removed because there are some decomposing bacteria or other microorganisms like fungi which will undergo decomposition process. Okay, domestic sewage primarily contains biodegradable organic matter which readily decomposes, which are decomposing. Okay, it is decomposed by the, that's why we have to thank to bacteria and other microorganisms which can multiply using these organic substances as substrates and hence utilize some of the components of sewage. So there are some bacteria and other microorganisms like fungi which will undergo decomposition process on this by using this organic matter, and they remove the organic matter from the sewage water. So it is possible to estimate the amount of biodegradable organic matter in sewage water by measuring biochemical oxygen demand. Okay, what is this biochemical, or we can simply call it as BOD, biochemical oxygen demand, or biological oxygen demand, biochemical oxygen demand, or oxygen demand. What is this? Okay, what do you mean by this BOD? BOD means, okay, the amount of oxygen. What is meant by BOD? Note it down. Okay, the amount of oxygen, required by the microorganisms to decompose organic matter that is present in 1 liter of water. Okay, the amount of oxygen required by the microorganisms, it may be the bacteria or fungi, whatever it is. Okay, so we are saying commonly as microorganisms. Okay, the amount of oxygen required by the microorganisms to decompose organic matter, that is present in a 1 liter of water, any water. Okay, that is called biochemical oxygen demand, or BOD. Okay, the BOD will be higher if the water consists of more amount of organic matter, because if more organic matter is there, then more decomposition process. For more decomposition process, we need more oxygen, because the decomposition process is an oxygenated process. It needs oxygen. So if more organic matter is present, more BOD. If less organic matter, less BOD, or less oxygen is required. That's why this biochemical oxygen, so we have to lower the biochemical oxygen demand for the sewage water. So in the chapter on microorganisms, you have read about the relation between BOD, microorganism, and the amount of biodegradable matter. Okay, that's what I am saying. Okay, that means if more organic matter is present, so the BOD will be higher. That means more oxygen demand, because the microorganisms need more oxygen for decomposition process. Okay, and if the organic matter is present less in the water, then the decomposition process requires less oxygen. So the BOD will be lower. So for a highly polluted water, the BOD will be higher. So if you observe, okay, if the BOD is higher, if you observe BOD is higher for any water, then it indicates that it is polluted with the organic matter. If you observe the BOD is less for any water, then it indicates that the water is less polluted with organic matter. That's why okay, so we have to look for BOD of water so that we can understand whether the water is polluted with organic matter or not. So here we can see the figure. Okay, here one graph is given. Okay, the blue line represents the BOD and the red line represents the dissolved oxygen. Okay, when you observe here, when more dissolved is present, that means if okay, if the water is polluted, the oxygen dissolving will also be less. Okay. If the water is polluted, then the water dissolved in that water will also be reduced. So if the dissolved oxygen is less, then the demand for oxygen is more. We can see when the dissolved oxygen levels are very low and the BOD, the demand for oxygen is higher. Okay, as the decomposition process is going on in the sewage water, now what happens? The organic matter is completely decomposed. So the water becomes a little bit purified. As a result, the dissolved oxygen is increasing. As a result, the demand for oxygen is decreasing. So when the dissolved oxygen is increasing gradually, we can see, okay, when there is less amount of when there is more dissolved oxygen, the demand for oxygen is very less. When the dissolved oxygen is very low, the demand for oxygen is increasing. Okay, so as the dissolved oxygen is gradually increasing, the latrine is gradually. Okay, so as the dissolved oxygen is gradually increasing, the demand for oxygen is gradually decreasing. So the BOD and okay, that means the BOD are both are oppositely working. Dissolved oxygen is increasing means it is reducing the BOD.